Hello, folks, nerds, and everyone in between. Welcome to another episode of the Speaking Nerd Podcast.
Sure. All right. So today is the big day. We're gonna talk about the events that you all have been waiting for. DC Fandom 2021, which is it's kind of an episode. It's kind of a special episode for me because back all the way last year, around the start of this month, that's how the podcast got started. That was our first episode with me and just Swfte at the time. So it's kind of crazy how much we've kind of evolved since then. We got ourselves some extra members of our crew. One of us who unfortunately couldn't make it. But he's still with us in spirit. But as much as one of us would like to deny that, maybe both of them. But yeah, it's our 50th episode, and we're just going to go over just DC fandom. We're going to talk about mostly the important bits, so we're not stuck here all day going over every single little snippet of news, because there was a lot that happened on last Saturday. A lot of stuff relating to comic movies, video games, television, like crazy. Like it was a almost 4-hour event.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour thing.
Yeah, it was long, and but we're just gonna go chronologically by announcement, and yeah. So we'll start off with Black Adam, which we got
It
a
pretty sick.
little snippet of, little clip of Dwayne Johnson doing his thing, and
And
we
just
also
completely destroying people.
Yeah, we also got a tease of the Justice Society, which was kind of cool. I mean, it wasn't what we thought it was going to be, which was just a regular teaser. But as far as what they showed, it was good. Can't lie.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm still excited for this.
Yeah, I'm very excited, especially since it's a
Um,
passion project, clearly.
It is, yeah. Very much a passion project from Dwayne, and it seems like he's going to be doing a lot to make this movie the best it possibly can be. And I'm excited and get to learn more about Black Adam and his world, and it all looks really interesting. So I'm hoping we get a trailer, like a full-on trailer here really soon, which I think they might push until next year. But yeah, still pretty awesome. What do you think, Swfte?
Well, I can't really add anything. You guys really said it all, to be honest with you.
Okay. So I just all right, move on from there.
I mean, it just wasn't really a big teaser.
No, I was like a small.
It was really cool though.
Yeah, it was a little snippet of the movie, and out of the Justice Society, I am really excited to see. Pierce
Yeah, I'm really excited to get more Justice Society content.
Yeah.
Because Stargirl has been satisfying my Justice Society needs.
But yeah, like full-on big screen Justice Society.
Yep.
Really looking forward to that for sure. Okay. I guess next up we can talk about the Flash TV show, because they had a massive announcement just for DC.
Monumental.
Which was,
you got some shoes.
Yeah, we got some shoes. We got the gold boots finally.
Flash got some new kicks.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It was-
incredible.
I know, such the lamest thing. When I woke up, because I woke up like 30 minutes before the stream started, and after Black Adam, I'm like, cool, like this is this is gonna be really interesting, all of the type of announcements. And then literally the next thing was like, oh yeah, we got gold boots, and like they tried to make it such a big deal.
And you could tell that Grant Gustin wasn't really excited about it.
Oh no, he's like he
He
hasn't like
he looked pretty depressed.
his heart isn't
At this
in the
point, no. at
Which
this
I
point, it's just
understand.
like, where's my 10 grand? For
I
showing up.
I understand why he's not in it, because the show is bad,
Sucks.
and he really doesn't deserve to be in such a bad show.
Yeah.
Because he's the best Flash.
Yeah, like
Well, he was the
those-
best Flash for 3 seasons. That's it.
more like 2, but
Yeah, 2. I'll even give you that. I'll give you that.
I think he's done his best as the Flash throughout the entire show. But like the past 2 or 3 seasons have just been utter garbage for the most part.
and like even you can tell in the episode, like there's just no spark, there's no energy there. Like it's just kind of like shuffling between scenes and popping out whatever is good for the editing chair. Like, and it's so sad to see.
Yeah. Because it was one of my favorite shows.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was definitely a favorite of mine, like around 2015 or so. When superhero TV was like still kind of finding its new footing after shows of like the mid 2000s and stuff. Like it just wasn't really doing it for anybody. Arrow was a great start to that, and the Flash just kind of accelerated it. And
you could say the Flash ran with it.
Ugh, God.
Yeah, you could say that, but we won't.
Yeah, it was, even while like he's done, he wants to move on, and I hope after they do their 5-part crossover, they just say like, hey, like this is the last season, there's nothing more we can do with this show,
and I'm hoping that it's a good last season, because that's what this show deserves.
Yeah, it was so upsetting because like watching that announcement, because they're making these gold boots like the best thing ever, but it's like they don't even look that great, honestly.
Also, Eric Wallace is doing the whole thing. Oh, the Flash has to earn the gold boots. Like, there's boots.
It's just boots.
They're shoes. Batman doesn't have to earn his cape. Superman doesn't have to earn his symbol. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just,
no, the Flash needs to earn those boots.
He's been the Flash for like 7 years. I think he's earned the boots by now.
Man.
Fought freaking aliens. He fought the Anti-Monitor. Like, if he hasn't earned them by now, then he should never get them.
Well, he's just not that fast enough yet.
Oh, I'm not fast enough.
I need 7 people telling me the same thing.
He needs another pep talk.
Oh no, that's it would be the best if before he got the boots, he got the pep talk, and then afterwards nobody could tell him anything. he just knows how to be a superhero, which he should have been by season 3, but whatever. Like, who cares anymore? All right, let's move on before we just get more upset about how the CW's been.
Yes.
So Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, we'll talk about next. They did a little behind the scenes kind of showcase, and I mean, I've said this before, but I'm only watching the movie because of Jason Momoa.
Me too.
Not because of a certain other person, which I won't say.
Yeah, let's not mention it.
Yeah, no.
The viewers will know.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah. Yeah, I'm only seeing it because of Aquaman, Black Manta, Ocean Master, like all of them, like is what I'm there for, not that
The one.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
While they were doing their behind the scenes thing, we did get a look at Black Manta's new costume. As a just kind of not throwaway, but like it was just a quick glance. What do you guys think about it? Because I think it looks great, but I still like the first movie, like Black Manta, just a bit more.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think the first costume for me, like, I don't know, tapped into what I love about Black Manta. And I don't know, the new one's pretty, like, obviously it's less bulky.
Yeah.
But I liked the idea of the first one a lot better for some reason. But I am curious to see. I mean, this one technically, I mean, more comic accurate, I guess.
Sure.
But I don't know. The first movie did have like a nice feel to it, which I really like. But I think I like the helmet a little bit better on the new one. I like the eyes more.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, it seemed
but
like
we'll
the
see.
eyes.
You know. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like the eyes seemed just a bit like slimmer compared to the first one, which you know, it's fine. The first movie helmet didn't really bother me, but anyway, you were saying.
No, I'm gonna wait to give it a full judgment until I see it in a trailer, at least.
Yeah.
But you know, I agree with you. I think I like the first suit better, just by a little bit. Also, it adds in because we haven't, like I said, we haven't seen it in action yet. So, you know, once we see how it looks on the screen, then maybe I'll change. But who knows?
Yeah.
I guess AJ died.
I guess so. I guess
Back to the duo.
I guess another thing I'm kind of excited for is like to see more of Ocean Master, because like for me he was one of the standouts of the last movie. So
for sure.
I'm glad that he's coming back in some capacity. But
yeah.
Agreed. Not really much else to say, honestly. Like we don't really know what we're seeing, so
no, and a lot of the stuff we got at DC Fandom was like behind the scenes stuff for stuff that's coming out in the future. Not really any recent stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, we're still like ways away because I think the movie comes out December of next year. So yeah, I'm not expecting to see something for quite a bit, but
no,
I'm curious.
Oh yeah.
AJ, if you're alive, tell us what you think about Aquaman.
He's dead.
He's dead. All right, let's move on.
That was easy.
Yeah. Okay. I guess we'll you know, after we did get some stuff, like we'll talk about Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League, we'll talk about the game. There was stuff kind of in between, like they did a huge thing on Milestone, their comics and what they're, you know, doing for projects such as movies and cartoons and all that, and that was pretty cool to see, like some interesting tidbits there. And then, you know, you got like cosplay and like a whole bunch of like fan stuff, you know, that's cool. But Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. So we got a trailer. We didn't get a gameplay demo, which I was like, okay, like that's fine. It's still in 2022, which I was not expecting. I was expecting them to push
I know. I remember.
Yeah. But
I was surprised too. I was like, well, Marvel's prediction was not dead on, but it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that they won't do that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's true. Like that's still a very good possibility later on down the line. But we did get a story overview, and right at the start, they hooked me into my nostalgic feels, because literally the opening is an homage to Arkham Asylum, which I appreciate.
Yep. Oh yeah, I love that. Well, I think it was good too, because now we're establishing the Justice League, so
yeah,
we have a bit more meat and potatoes to the game. That's nice.
Yeah.
Especially because, I mean, a lot of the trailer was Flash, surprisingly, which surprised me.
Yeah. We did get a lineup for the Justice League, which was fewer than I was expecting, but
me too. Yeah.
But I'm still I'm still happy with the lineup. It's all the important characters.
Yeah.
To expect. Like, you got Superman, which we knew, Wonder Woman, which we didn't really get the best look of, but
no,
you could see her just like in like freeze frames, and I think she looked okay.
Yeah, she looks fine.
John Stewart Green Lantern, which
thank
is nice.
God.
Nice pull.
Yeah.
I'm kind of happy we didn't get Hal, because
me too.
He's been everywhere, and give the guy a break. And
exactly.
And then we got the Flash, which we don't know which Flash it is.
No.
Me, I think it's Wally.
Probably.
I don't want it to be Barry, honestly.
No, me neither. We've gotten so much Barry lately anyway.
And yeah, you're right. We did get a whole lot of the Flash in the trailer, which I think the design is okay. I'm not a fan of the goggles.
Me neither. I was going to say the same thing.
It just feels weird.
Yeah, I don't like it very much. But the rest of the suit's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Kind of a standard Flash look.
Yeah, it's just armored Flash, which, it seems like a given, because of them trying to do the whole, line it up with the movies type thing. So, but
what was that whole deal with? What was the whole deal with that car that looked like the Batmobile, but it wasn't the Batmobile? It was like a cheap version of the Batmobile.
I think that was Gizmo's, because we did see him.
That's in the true.
Yeah, and I think they said in an interview that Gizmo's basically like your upgrade guy. So like you go there for like new weapons and enhancements and all that type of thing. So I think like he just kind of cobbled it up together.
Mm-hmm.
I am really curious about, there was one scene where Harley's lying on the ground and we see somebody go over to pick up a gun, and it doesn't line up with the other Justice League members. So I'm wondering if this could possibly be somebody that we haven't seen yet, or I don't know about Batman.
It's totally the Arkham Knight. New story, new character.
Yeah, Nightwing.
What if they actually said that and they're just like, and we thought it was a good idea to bring back the Arkham Knight? I'm like, oh my God, Swfte and Hill. That's what I would do.
Oh my God. I was just like, fuck this game.
Dig a grave.
But yeah, it's game looks great. Trailer was okay. And I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Probably won't have a PS5 by then, but
me neither.
it should be on PC.
There's no chance.
Oh,
yeah.
I guess AJ's still dead, so we'll move on to
Yeah.
we'll move on to
Don't move on. Don't move on. Don't move on.
Oh my.
He's
Did you
alive.
not see my? Did you not see my message into the chat?
No.
Do you
No.
guys not read the chat?
No, we're not accustomed to reading Zoom chats.
I said I'll be back in a sec, just handling something.
Oh, okay, a sec.
I had to buy
Gotcha.
my tickets for Dune.
Oh yeah,
That's cute.
not that movie.
So just tell me what I missed so I can just say a few things.
We talked about the
Suicide
Aquaman
Squad.
movie and the Suicide Squad game. So
Aquaman movie, Suicide Squad game.
So before we move on, quickly give your thoughts, and we'll.
Okay, Aquaman movie looks sweet because the first movie was amazing and one of my favorite DC movies. And I'm excited to see Black Manta again. I was hoping that we'd get Black Manta as the main villain of the next movie. Great design, except I wish his torso was a little bit more bulky, like the original one. It just makes it a little bit off-putting when like his head's so big and his torso is kind of small. I don't know. That was just a critique I had. I mean, in general, it looks great.
Right.
And I think James Wan is going to kill it again. And then Suicide Squad. I heard one of the things you said about the Flash. The Flash design looks not good to me.
Yeah, I think
it looks kind of injustice-y.
Yeah, it's like a weird like
Agreed.
injustice mix with like movie Flash.
Yeah.
Yes, Queen. Yes. Sorry. Continue.
But yeah, the Cardinals are. Really
It does look like a really good game. Besides that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely.
And
That'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And here's hoping that Batman shows up to team up with Suicide Squad.
Well, we saw his statue in the Hall of Justice, so
We did.
who knows?
Who knows?
Yeah. It did feel a little weird though seeing that, because it's like, man, you're just gonna put like a statue of a dead man and these alive Justice League members together.
I'm
on the weekend.
I am hoping that they don't actually kill the Justice League because
Oh yeah, no.
there's so much potential there.
I didn't want them to kill Penguin. I don't know if they're actually going to kill Penguin. I was like, what the hell? I guess because I'm so attached to the Arkham games.
I don't think they're gonna kill Penguin.
I think they'll probably do it. I think they're going to be ballsy and kill Penguin.
Well, they did kill that one guy. Like they just blew up his head. So
Who's that they killed?
Your
I
mom.
forgot.
I'm just kidding.
No one can kill my mom.
That's true. Nobody can kill mine either. But yeah, I think Suicide Squad though is going to be like great for not just gamers, but especially
First person shooter fans.
No.
Or third person, I guess.
Yeah, it's.
I was going to say, I'm like, this is not Call of Duty Kill the Justice League.
God, kill the Justice League.
We already had that game on mobile. Okay, so I guess we'll move on to we'll talk quickly about Peacemaker, because after that panel, which it was fun to see, but it dragged on a little too long. We did get a teaser and kind of disappointed.
I think it looks great.
Yeah.
Look, I don't care about Peacemaker. I'll put it that way. Hey, that's my opinion.
I think it looks like it's going to be a really fun show. Like with Peacemaker, he's a character that's really fun to hate.
Yeah.
AJ, we're not in
Like you-
Smallville anymore. We're in
And-
Metropolis.
I know that. I mean, I just generally love everything that James Gunn makes. And here's hoping that Rick Flag comes back from the dead and shoots Peacemaker in the face.
Well, then it'd be Rick Flag show, which would not be a
Yeah.
bad thing.
I would love a Rick Flag show. I'd watch
Well,
like
if it takes
I'd
over,
watch like 50 seasons of that.
I don't know. I think
I couldn't do 50.
No.
I loved Rick Flag.
Maybe
He's,
a
like,
half
my
of a
favorite
season.
character.
He's cool. Like I liked him in the movie, but I think he's more like interesting when you have the squad to like.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'd have a show with him in the squad.
So we just have a Suicide Squad show.
Pretty much.
Basically, but he would be the leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Plus, I love the shirt.
Yeah, Peacemaker. It's probably going to be good, but okay. All right. So next, like, I guess I'll talk a little bit of like kind of in between stuff, like just quickly moving on to the next
Super
part,
Pets.
because
We talk about
yeah, we
Super
did.
Pets.
The next little bit was like a whole lot of Superman stuff, like a lot of showcase for.
Also, we could talk about the Batman animated series show.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to it. We'll get to it a little bit later. But yeah, after like a farewell to Supergirl and like a concept art tease for the new Superman show, which was like stuff that
I think
pretty much.
I think that's gonna be a fun show.
I think so too. But I wish we got just like a little bit more for
Like
that.
a teaser at least.
Yeah. And then after some stuff with Doom Patrol, and we got a sneak peek at the Flash movie, which
is more than we got for the show.
Technically. Yeah, they did show off like a little like teaser trailer, even though they didn't call it.
That teaser trailer hyped me up, except for the lower face of the Flash.
No.
His chin.
Yeah, what do you guys think of his suit?
I think it looks,
I think it looks great besides the chin.
I think in general I like it a whole lot. I wish we got to see it in like a lit room, because a lot of the times we saw it was like surrounded in shadow. So I know a lot of people don't like the mask, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, all the people that are saying they don't like the Master Snyder cultists, and they're like, "What a downgrade!" I'm like, "Shut up, you worshiper." That was literally the first tweet I saw. It was like comparing the two, and it was like, "What a downgrade!" And I'm like, "Oh, shut up, you Satan worshiper."
I can't wait till we talk about Snyder fans and the Batman with that little.
Oh my god!
But anyway,
Snyder
fans.
Yeah.
So yeah, it wasn't. We didn't really get like Barry like in his like.
Yeah, he didn't show a lot.
But we got to look at Wayne Manor and a little bit of
Michael Keaton Batman.
I'm glad we
got
didn't see
shot.
him. Yeah. I'm glad they
Also,
they
the Flash
reserved it.
ring.
Yeah. And also the fact that there are two Flashes in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And definitely the other one is definitely Ebard. I'm calling it now.
Yeah. I guess so, yeah.
It's Ebard in disguise. He like changed his face to Barry, just like in the comics.
It felt
I'm
weird
calling
that
it
they just showed Supergirl. Like it just
Yeah.
it's just
She
like,
just
"Here she is."
stood there. She didn't even get a line.
No.
Her suit, as I said to everybody, looks sweet. So
I mean, we didn't really get look of it in trail. It was just her shoulders, but
Yeah, I know. I was just saying. I thought the suit looked good when I saw the set photos, but everybody was like, "Oh, this looks." I think it looks good.
I'm really excited to see Michael Keaton back as Batman, and
Yeah, I am too. I mean, he was my Batman.
yeah, he was basically my earliest Batman, right before.
Besides Adam West, he was my first Batman.
I'm more on the lines with Marvel. He was my first Batman as well.
Because what introduced me to Batman, superheroes, comic books, etc., was Batman the movie.
Mm-hmm.
With Adam West.
Yeah.
And then I watched Batman '89 shortly after.
Yeah, like when I think of like my faintest memories of Batman, it's the '89 film, like the scene of him driving back to the Batcave, and him with Vicky Vale at the Batcomputer. Like I distinctly remember seeing that on my screen, like
I also have distinct memories of Prince songs.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? That song's a banger. Don't even like that. That song is so good.
I'm not complaining.
Oh my god.
Those
I still
Prince
listen
songs,
to that song once in a while.
Those Prince songs in that movie are bangers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm curious though for Flash, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows the answer. But are they retconning Batman Forever and Batman and Robin? My guess is absolutely they are.
Well, I'm not thinking retconning. They're just gonna put it in another universe.
But it's the same universe. Because it doesn't make sense.
Because it never really made sense that the Joel Schumacher movies were in the same continuity as the Burton film.
No, but they were.
So I think they're just gonna say Schumacher movies, another universe, and Burton films are their own universe.
Which still wouldn't make sense on DC's part because it's still the same story. But I know what you're saying, but I would think the smart thing to do would to be like what they did with the Halloween movies. Is like, well, none of this ever happened. We're just taking that out. That's its own separate continuity.
That's what I'm saying. Separate continuity.
Yeah, but continuity is different than a different universe or whatever. I thought you meant like a multiverse thing. That's my bad. Just DC's fucked up right now.
They could go either way with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope we don't get any acknowledgement towards them while in the actual film. I'm hoping we.
Me too.
I'm just hoping.
I'll take an acknowledgement of Val Kilmer Batman.
What I think is going to happen is that we know that we're going to reformat the DCEU as is. But I also think we're going to reformat the multiverse.
What's his name said that it's not just a multiverse in the movie; it's a multiverse of films. Yeah. Is what he said. Yeah. So basically, it's going to take a look at least at all the movies in the DCU, and I doubt it's going to stop there.
Yeah, so I mean, we might after everything is all said and done, we might get an idea, because they did talk about this a little bit before with Robert Pattinson's being say Earth 1 and the DCU being
Earth 2. He's Earth 2.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. We could get something along a showcase of that in the movie itself.
Yeah. I mean, the way I see it. I mean, this is just me as an Arrowverse fanboy or whatever. The Arrowverse could stick as Earth 1. Because it's always been Earth 1. The Batman Earth 2, the DCU Earth 3, I guess.
To me, it doesn't matter what the Earths are. I care less. As long as they're just... As long as it makes sense in the context of how they want this multiverse thing to go.
As long as it makes sense. Which
like,
in the end,
you know,
it probably won't because it's multiverse.
and it's DC, ran by WB.
I was gonna say they're probably gonna forget about it like the next year anyway. So,
They're gonna
Like,
figure
multiverse?
about
What?
it a day after it.
Remember like Flash movie, Michael Keaton, Ben Affleck? That never happened. We're just doing other stuff.
no, they're not gonna give a shit whatsoever about all that, and it's sad. So, but yeah, still looking forward to it. It comes out October of next year.
I thought it was November.
Around then, I think. Yeah. Like
Yeah,
October, November.
somewhere in that time.
It'll be like it's before Aquaman, so
Right.
I love how Marvel basically pushed most of their movies to 2023. So DC is going to be rolling 2022.
I know some people like they were talking about, because Doctor Strange and the Batman were coming out in the same month. They were wondering if either of them were going to get pushed back, and you know,
Doctor Strange ran with his tail between his legs.
I don't think it's because of like, I mean, it might be part of it, but I don't think it's just like because of the Batman in full. Like, I think it's,
No, I don't think it is. I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
That the bad timing with that. Because it makes it look like that Doctor Strange was running with his tails between his legs.
Yeah.
Because of the Batman.
Yeah. They're getting his ass kicked.
Which makes it really funny.
Okay. I guess we'll talk about Gotham Knights next, but like just a little bit of the in-between stuff. They had an Injustice panel, which I don't get why they needed to include this, even though like
they didn't, because the movie sucks.
It was weird because it's like it's just about to come out now, or possibly isn't by the time this video goes up. So, and we already know what happens in there. So.
Yeah, because it's not like it's a game or anything.
Yeah.
It's not like it's a comic or anything.
I mean, also the movie just like they leaked it, like they leaked on the internet, like the whole bunch of.
Yeah, they did.
So.
It's also not like it. It's also not like it didn't come out almost 10 years ago at this point.
True.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
But they had a Smallville 20th anniversary panel.
Yeah,
because,
they did.
Yes, they did.
Because the day of DC Fandom was also the day that it first premiered, I want to say.
Yes, yes.
So.
One of the greatest comic book TV shows ever. So.
But yeah, even though like I'm not the biggest Smallville guy, but it was still nice to see. And then
it must suck to be you.
But then anyway, we and then Gotham Knights, they did a behind the scenes showcase, and then they also did a story trailer. So
let's talk about that.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Look, I thoroughly enjoyed that trailer. Now, I will say, the one thing in the trailer about the gameplay that I was not too fond of is because it's a co-op game. Obviously not exclusively a co-op game, but their main focus obviously is co-op. It looks a little wonky in some areas.
Yeah.
Like when Red Hood's pulling up on one of the bat cycles, it's so like it does. I don't know. The animation just doesn't look. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't.
Yeah. I get what you mean. It looks a little weird.
Yeah.
It's just like it looks like it came out like 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Not graphic wise, but just the way it moves.
That's not necessarily a good thing.
But then there's other parts like. No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
No, I was just going to say the game looked absolutely beautiful from the trailer.
Oh my god, it did.
It is. It does.
I mean, that Dude, that's the one scene in that trailer that had me hyped was when they were all falling down the cave, and
Oh yeah,
they were just rolling down the rocks. Oh, that was so good.
yeah.
And
I'm
then
so
when Red
excited
Hood
for
was
it.
when the one of the Court of Owls swiped at Nightwing and knocked them back, or was that Red Hood?
I think it might have been
Red Hood
Nightwing.
was, I think it was Nightwing. We didn't get a whole lot of Robin in that trailer, surprisingly.
No.
Yeah, because DC just hates Robin.
Well, yeah, you're right. They're never
Like-
doing anything
like-
good with him.
Like the week of fandom, I noticed that in that same week we had Nightwing getting killed in Titans. We had Nightwing getting killed in Injustice, and we had very little of Nightwing at DC Fandom.
Yeah. I just think they hate the Batman.
They do, because they think that only Batman gets the money,
Yeah.
which isn't true. Because I love the Bat family.
But yeah, trailer was really good. No release date, which I was a little surprised by.
I think it's gonna come out next year.
I mean yes.
I actually do have one more thing to add to my rant.
What's that?
Go ahead.
Remember the webtoon, unauthorized
Oh yes.
webtoon show? Killing off Nightwing once again.
It was so weird that, because I thought when they pulled all that, I thought they were gonna they were saving it for DC Fandom, but they didn't talk about it at all. There was no mention.
Yeah, I mean they just canceled it. That's all. And I initially thought that was an official DC production because they talked about it as if it was.
Yeah.
Which wasn't very smart on their part.
Yeah. But
one thing in Gotham Knights I want to say, this has nothing to do with the story. I can't wait to take that god-awful Robin suit off and customize it to my own.
yeah.
I cannot wait to just make him look like Robin. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know.
Me too.
But all the other costumes look really good. They look fine.
Yeah. Nightwing looks awesome.
Oh yeah.
Batgirl,
As always.
the Batgirl, the mask is like a little weird with
Mhm.
with all of her hair just kind of being out, and also the ears. Red Hood.
I love the one that we saw in the gameplay trailer though.
Yes.
That one
I
was
agree.
great. I love that one.
Yeah.
I'm curious as to how big customization will actually be in the game. How much of a part it'll play in how the game plays to your liking, and how just for a couple things, for customizing how you want to play and also customizing how you want to look. I think, I don't know, I always, for me, the look of your character always adds to how immersed you are in the world, especially if you can control how they look.
Mhm.
It makes it feel more like it's your game and your experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead, guys. Sorry.
One thing they said last year was that enemies will scale up with you. So
It's not like a grind.
The gear and customization is a huge part of it, because like you guys, some designs I'm really looking forward to changing more than others. So but yeah, overall good trailer. No release date, which I'm still kind of bummed at, because I was at least expecting something. But I still think it'll be out late next year.
Yeah. Maybe Christmas.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. We'll see though.
I think
What should we talk?
November at the latest, and
Yeah.
like summer at the earliest. But even that seems a little bit of a stretch. Yeah. Okay.
Well, but I think that's all we have to talk about for Gotham Knights.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So next, we'll talk about Kid Crusader next, because I was looking through I was looking at kind of like the in between stuff, and there was some stuff like that new Catwoman animated movie, which was like okay, DC animated lineup, which are like whatever. But yeah, we'll talk about Batman Cube Crusader because all of us are really excited to see that show. And
Yeah. It's basically the perfect Batman project.
yeah, no teaser, but they did give us some insight on what they're intending to do with this series, which is basically have it feel like the animated series, or at least that kind of time frame for cartoons, which I'm happy about. They're not trying to make it too adult, too dark, trying to match it up with how the animated series was. And that could be a good thing, or it could be kind of bad in hindsight. But what do you guys think?
Yeah. You go first, Swifty.
No, you're good. I'm curious to see what you have to say.
No, you can go.
All right. Well, look, I'm curious to see exactly where they take the show. Obviously, me being someone who is incredibly attached to the animated series, and also just me personally, the Batman TV show from 2004. I'm curious to see if they really do travel in the footsteps of the animated series that much. And it could either make or break that show, in my opinion. But, I mean, we don't know much about it. So I really can't say too much. And I don't think really any of us can. I think we can more talk about what we would hope to see.
Yeah, we can do that.
But I mean, I just... Go ahead.
The way I see it, I don't want just another like Batman animated series. I want something new, And like, I want it to have its own identity, and then I want them to go full on into what they wanted in something new that they want to do, like a noir show, or a more. I guess they're looking at making him a more adult or something Batman show, and also the lack of limitations in the animation department. I think that gives a lot of leeway towards doing something new.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I mean, we're in just such a different world than they were in 1992.
True.
Plus, the way they're going, like with a kind of, smoky noir-driven Batman show. There's there's stories that would be really interesting to tell with that, focusing on like the detective side of Batman.
Yeah. The hope that I had in my head for the show that is basically going to be the Strange Days short, but stretched into a full on.
Yeah, that's what they said they want to do.
Yeah.
And I love that short. And that's the perfect direction to go with a Batman show, I think. Like that's the direction I would go. Because I love that costume. It's like one of my favorite costumes, the Golden Age Batsuit. And 2, I love noirs.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just that idea of like, because the animated series that kind of delved into that, very like 1940s, 30s type of style.
Yeah.
Seeing that expressed into an animated show for,
Yeah, I mean it's very German expressionistic.
Yeah.
In style.
Showing that for a new like generation of audiences, I think it's a really neat idea, and I hope that it's executed really
Yeah,
well.
I mean it's nice that this could be, this generation's Batman animated series.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of cartoons on today that are really, the quality of something like Batman,
Right.
the animated series, or Superman the animated series, or Justice League.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we need more stuff like that.
But yeah, as it comes out, I think 2023. They said. But
yeah,
or,
I don't know.
Whatever. But I'm still really looking forward to it. Okay. Any other thoughts before we move on?
No, I mean I'm just really excited.
For me, no.
It.
No. Okay.
I mean, it's got Bruce Timm, it's got Matt Reeves. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm more excited to see what Matt Reeves has to offer, just because we've seen Bruce Timm so many times. That's one of the main things I'm most excited about is seeing Matt Reeves take on an animated show.
I'm really excited because the interesting thing about Matt Reeves is that like he's putting his heart. Yeah, his name is Matt Reeves, and he's putting his heart into all of these projects. The Batman, the GCPD show,
yeah. And you know what?
This animated series.
It intrigues
like,
me.
No one has gotten this deep into Batman before.
It intrigues me that Batman is, in my opinion, the only comic character, especially DC character, where somebody would get that invested in one character, where they're like, okay, I'm going to direct a movie with a couple sequels, direct the spin-off show, and direct or be a part of a animated series, all with the same character. Because Batman's
that's just insane.
Deep character. Also, I've never heard of that before.
Isn't he doing a Penguin show too?
Are they? Oh, I heard about that. I did hear about that. I don't know if that's like greenlit. Is it? I have no idea.
I don't know. It's just insane how much heart and like how much.
Now I do think DC is jumping the gun a little bit with these TV shows. I really do. I think
a little bit, but
I think that
they're just showing that they have faith in Matt Reeves.
Well, I have faith that Matt Reeves' Batman film is going to be on. I mean, I think it looks from the trailer. The trailer could be a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes alone.
Mm-hmm.
So, who the hell knows how good the movie is going to be? I mean, I was talking to one of my buddies, another friend of mine who lives in Canada, actually, and he was telling me how him and his dad really think genuinely that this is going to battle the Nolanverse with how good the movie is going to be.
I think it will.
I was saying to myself, I was like, this movie, judging by what we know so far, could potentially be a better first installment than all the other first installments that we've gotten for a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Like,
oh yeah, absolutely. I'm glad.
I'm glad to be in a world where we can like consistently get better and better comic book movies.
Oh yeah, especially if you have someone who understands the character.
We've been, like in the comic book movies landscape we're in right now. It kind of just keeps getting better. Like there was that time when all the DC movies sucked. But we're in like a streak right now.
We were in a time where all the Marvel movies except the Raimi films sucked too. That was the time. No, it's just weird that comic book movies were in a weird limbo in the early 2000s.
And then there's like this time right now where both Marvel and DC are like, getting out those bangers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so
Which is
Marvel,
awesome.
up to you. Do you want to just talk about Batman next, considering we were just segueing?
Yeah, because I was, you know what? I was looking at the list and I was like, maybe like the only thing really like that I was gonna say anything about was like Shazam.
Yeah.
We can do Shazam last because it's the best.
No.
Okay, I can't say
Best
it
for
was the
last.
best.
Okay, it's second to the Batman.
Thank you. I was gonna say throw stones at you for blasphemy.
I just have a passionate love for Shazam.
And Zachary Levi. Let's not forget that.
Well, I mean,
I do.
I don't have much to really say about the Fury of the Gods one, so if you want to throw that out first,
I have a lot to say.
Let's do that first then. Let's just talk about it because I'm sure we'll all go on something about the Batman for a little bit.
Oh, no,
so let's talk about.
We're gonna deep dive the Batman.
Well, then let's talk about Shazam real quick because I don't have much to say. I think most of the talking is going to be from AJ.
Yeah,
it is. So why don't you take it away, AJ?
I am a gigantic fan of the Shazam comics, and I love the Shazam movie because David F. Sandberg is a genius, and he's awesome. And I'm just really excited for this next movie because one, David F. Sandberg knows how to direct a movie, and he knows how to direct a superhero movie really well. And he really nailed the balance between humor and drama in the first Shazam movie. Plus, he makes a really good-looking movie. Like the Shazam suit in the first movie is awesome, and I love how I love the writing of the family dynamics because I know those family dynamics all too well, and I'm really excited for this next one because it's getting bigger and bigger, but he's still gonna maintain that core of family, which I think is one of the best messages you can deliver in a superhero context. Message of family, which is why I love stuff like Flash, Arrow, and all of that. And also, I'm really excited to see how he deals with these God figures in the Shazam mythology, and how he kind of maintains the verisimilitude and core of family and kind of the groundedness of the first one. So that's what I have to say.
Okay. I guess I'll give my thoughts, which is basically like I'm looking forward to it. I enjoyed the first Shazam. I enjoyed the first Shazam.
Also, when am I getting Tawny the Tiger?
That's Shazam.
I don't know.
Shazam 3.
Yeah. Also, Marvel, you took the words right out of my mouth, so I have literally nothing to say.
All right, let's talk about the Batman.
That's what we're just like, come on, let's go.
Okay, so
Marvel, I'm curious to hear you talk on this first.
Oh boy,
a lot of people by saying this.
I'm pretty sure you don't.
I know what you're gonna say, Marvel.
I love the trailer. Don't get me wrong.
You do?
The pieces, but I still think the first teaser is better.
You know what?
That's not really a bad thing.
I don't think you're wrong necessarily. I don't. Here's the thing. So, this is really hard. And yeah, people on Twitter are gonna be like, blasphemy, throw stones at them, cast them away. But
I mean, that's
I
that's
can't-
not necessarily a bad thing because the first trailer was just so amazing.
Yeah, like, okay, what gets me every time is a couple factors, and I'll give you the ones of why I think maybe the first trailer just has the second one beat by a little bit of an avalanche.
Yeah.
So, look, first off, the fact that that movie was only 25% of the way done when we got that first trailer is
That was a miracle.
absolutely insane to me. That's
Yeah.
insane. And the trailer was still that good. That trailer encapsulates for me a perfect teaser for a movie of like, this is an origin story, sort of. We're not going to delve into the very beginning, but you're going to see him in his early versions of his career, and he's going to be violent, and he's going to be a badass, but it's also going to be deep in exploring the character. And he said that without even saying any words in that trailer. There was very little that was ever spoken in that trailer.
Yeah.
Except for
And
I am
so
vengeance.
And Alfred, how am I? Or no, technically Robert Pattinson. How am I a part of this? And then
Also,
Alfred.
I mean, like, I think the magic to that first trailer is that was the first thing. That was the first we had seen of this movie.
Yeah, and it was weird too because the movie, really, if you think about it, it happened so fast. Like 2019, Batfleck movie was still supposed to happen up until like May. It was still being worked on, and then it just dropped. Batfleck dropped out, and they're like, okay, fine. So Robert Pattinson comes in the picture really fast. Boom, boom, boom. They start filming. We get our first looks at the Batmobile and artwork. They're not really artwork, but photography stuff in like February of 2020, right before the pandemic. And then it got stalled a little bit, but
the trailer was just like so perfectly edited. Like it had the perfect beats to kind of hype people up for that first look.
I think the first trailer is the best Batman trailer of all the cinematic movies. It's the best Batman trailer.
I think it was the best superhero trailer.
I'd have to put that on par with like Spider-Man. So, like there's a lot of superhero trailers.
Mm-hmm.
No, it is up there. If I were to examine them all, I would say it's in top 5 for sure. But
it's definitely top 5. Like Infinity War trailer was really good.
Infinity War was crazy when that came out. I remember.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
But,
that was actually what made me think of writing screenplays.
Yeah, that was
that Infinity War trailer. So,
but no, the Batman trailer, I agree. I think the first one has it topped by a little bit. This
I don't even think that's a bad thing. So
no, it's just the first one had some magic to it, man.
I think one part of that is that, you know, we were completely thrown off guard. Like we had no idea what the movie was going to be about, what we were expecting.
I mean, we had no idea they were going to have that much of a trailer.
No, that was like a full blown trailer. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That was more than any of the movies this year gave us a trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like No Way Home was only giving us.
But back to trailer 2, because we did get a hold on of it, and everything was great. Like even from the opening moments, like, you know, I was just like, my eyes were glued to the screen because it was like,
I know,
like I do not want to miss this at all. And you know, we got more of the Riddler. We got some more Catwoman, which is
I love the coffee thing. Like he put a question mark on the coffee.
That
was so Riddler.
Which I was really excited to see. And
also, we got more Penguin.
Yeah, a little bit more Penguin.
Easy, sweetheart.
It's still so hard to believe that that's Colin Farrell.
Yeah, I can't believe that's Colin Farrell. I mean, that makeup is amazing. Like they should get an Oscar for. Can you get an Oscar for makeup?
Yes, you can.
Okay, they should get an Oscar for makeup. I'm telling you.
That trailer, who the frick did that? It's so good. I'm like, seriously, it's so good. I didn't know it was Colin Farrell until I really looked into like who. I remember seeing, like, when they first announced the cast, I was like, "Oh, who's Colin Farrell playing? The Penguin?" And I remember watching the first trailer, and I didn't think that was Penguin. I was like, "Huh, we didn't get to see Colin Farrell. That sucks." And then somebody pointed it back, and they were like, "Is that Colin Farrell?" And I went, "No, there's no fucking way." But lo and behold, that's Colin Farrell.
Good. It's too good.
Dude, I can't wait to see him because finally we're getting. First off, I'm so excited that we're getting Penguin again. We haven't seen Penguin since 1992 or 1991.
It's funny that this has like practically the same cast. I mean, basically the same cast as Batman Returns.
Yeah, it does.
We're just missing
Batman, Catwoman, and the Penguin. we're just missing Max Shrek.
We need Christopher Walken to make an appearance.
We need Christopher Walken.
Why are we doing this tonight? We should be throwing people off of buildings and
that'd be so
doing things. I know. There's a Clifford movie coming out. Sorry, I'm just sifting through Instagram as we're talking. And there's a Clifford movie?
Do you know Keaton is in the new Clifford movie?
Really?
Keaton is in the Clifford movie.
Wow. Well.
Oh, and I love that.
But no, Marvel. So aside from the trailer, what do you think? What do you think of this time of state that Batman is in currently? It's kind of crazy.
It's so weird because I'm at a point
everything's Batman.
Yeah, everything's Batman, and one part of me is like, I wish we could get less of Batman. And then I see something like this, I'm like, I can't wait for more Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's I'm in such a predicament right now because like I want other superheroes to get like the spotlight or whatever, but it's the Batman.
And also,
it makes me want more and more.
Do they
Batman.
deserve the spotlight if Batman's going to be this good? Do they really deserve it? That's the thing. So. If we're getting top-notch Batman stuff, I could seriously just watch Batman if it's that good. Now, we've had our share.
We're even getting like audio Batman adventures.
Right, and like Batman fans are the most gifted and most depressed fan base ever because we've had some incredible stuff. We've also had some trash. We've had absolute garbage in the past. Whether it be comics or
movies,
cough cough Arkham Knight story, what?
Yes.
Arkham and Knight. DLC price, what?
And remasters.
Yeah. Oh God, I forgot. I didn't even want to think about that. Why'd you have to bring it up? Damn it. I was like, oh, Return to Arkham doesn't exist in this world right now. But no, and we got Batman and Robin, which is so bad it's good, but still bad.
I'd rather watch Batman and Robin than play Arkham Knight, just because it's
okay. That has gone too far.
I'm just saying it's funnier than the Arkham Knight story is good.
But I mean, still, I'd rather drive around the Batmobile than like.
No, I'm just basing this on story. I'd rather play Arkham Knight, like gameplay wise.
Let's not turn this into Squid Game, okay? I'm just kidding. I don't even fucking know what that show is. I see it all over the place. Marvel, what were you gonna say? Sorry.
It's a weird thing because it's just like, I'm so excited. But at the same time, it's like Batman. I'm so sick of Batman. But I don't know. Like, I'm such in this weird zone. And I'm looking forward to it and what Matt Reeves does with this universe. Yeah. By the way, we have no idea. Like, we still have gotten nothing for that GCPD series.
No, nothing.
No.
I don't think they've started it yet. I don't
Probably
think they've
not.
started filming.
Like there's no like
because they just finished filming the Batman like a couple weeks ago. So Or was that a month ago? I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
it
know
was.
time.
I think it was more than that, but.
I don't know time anymore.
Yeah, true.
The quarantine has left me with no sense of time.
But I mean, March is going to be crazy this year, and I just cannot wait for it.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And hopefully the 2-year anniversary of COVID will just, be awesome,
Yeah.
Just hopefully the world will be a little more normal.
God, it'll be 2 years. Weird.
It is weird. And I'll be I'll be like a year away from graduating at that point.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to graduate, guys.
Seeing this, makes me not only excited for DC films, but like the entire superhero genre. Because there's so much potential, and that we've been served on a silver platter for over a decade now. Like,
I mean, right where you think the superhero genre has hit its peak, like Avengers Endgame, you get something even greater.
Yeah, they just escalate it, and we're left wondering, what's going to top that, and also, will this be the end of of the genre, or just?
I mean, basically, like with every movie, you're wondering, is this it?
Is the bubble going to pop?
It never
is. Is this the make or break for the superhero genre? But it just keeps on going.
Yeah, it's never going to stop at this point, I don't think.
It's like the freaking universe.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be such a weird decline once everything is all said and done. But I mean, now, I would cherish the time we have left, whatever amount that is. And,
I'm happy to have the time that I have.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're on a high note, definitely, with everything that's coming up, and I mean especially with the Batman. So, final thoughts. Great trailer, absolutely stellar trailer. I can't wait to see
Matt Reeves is feeding us well.
I can't wait to see it in the theater, and
oh my god,
yeah. I can't wait to get in the theater and just like sob for 2 hours, 3 hours.
I'm gonna dress so Batman oriented. It's gonna be great.
I'm gonna full on cosplay.
Oh my god!
I don't care. I'm gonna full on cosplay. Suit. Yes, I'm gonna make a Robert Pattinson suit. I'm just gonna go all out.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. I don't care if I don't fit.
But what about you guys? Final thoughts?
Looks incredible.
It feels good to be a DC fan.
It feels good to be a Batman fan.
Like
I mean, DC fan too, but Batman is just on top right now.
Yeah, I feel proud to be a Batman fan. I feel proud to be a DC fan.
Yeah, even though socially it's not acceptable necessarily to Gen Z.
It's not at all. It's not at all.
My girlfriend, even, I was talking to her. The Batman trailer came on Sunday during a football game, and I was like, "Oh my god! You gotta watch it! It's so good!" And she was like, "That was good. I didn't really understand anything, but it was good." And I was like, "Come on, that was so much better than Spider-Man: No Way Home." And she was like, "I don't know about that." And I was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" I was like, "You gotta lighten up, man."
To be fair, Gen Z has no taste.
Yeah, thank you. I agree. I'm gonna send her a clip of this when it goes up and be like, "Listen to my podcast. Get a gist of where I'm at right now with you."
Dude, she's gonna be too busy scrolling on Instagram. She's not gonna pay attention.
No, she's too big. She's too busy doing that snap and that TikTok.
That snap.
I feel old.
Dude, we're not. Oh my God, it's sad that we're not even old, and all three of us are like not that hip. We're not even that hip. We're just sorry, guys. We're geeks and like we like stuff that
We're just not with it.
we're hip to be squared.
God damn it.
I'm too hip to be square.
Okay, so let's get into final thoughts for DC fandom in general, because because I know Ultra, he made a video about it, and I mean I kind of agree with him that like the whole event, aside from some key moments here and there, was just really disappointing.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun because of the structure it had. Like it felt kind of more like an event, I guess. Like it probably had better material last year, but the way it was like, it was like it's like a movie. I don't know. Like with the music, and it had its own intro, stuff like that.
Yeah, it has its own score, which is
it has its own score by Blake Neely from Arrow. So yeah.
Oh my God.
It's so strange.
I love that it started out with Blake Neely.
I think a lot of my problems would have been like circumvented if they just made it.
If Eric Wallace didn't depend all the flash news on a pair of freaking shoes.
They just like cut it in half and then put the other one out like the next day, because after like the just 3 hours of watching a whole bunch of filler, like it got tiring after that first hour. And everybody was there mostly just because of the Batman trailer, which you had to watch another 2 hours of. So I feel like last year they handled it better, where it was like the first day was all the big important trailers and
like Comic-Con stuff.
Yeah. And then the second day was just like, the kind of like in between stuff, like Young Justice and DC Super Pets, whoever gives a shit about that.
Hey, everybody's gonna shell out $10 to see the League of Super Pets. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
The world is going nuts.
Both of you are gonna shell out $10 to watch.
I'm not gonna watch Super Pets.
No.
I'm telling you, it's gonna happen.
You can tell me, but I'm not gonna listen.
You're gonna be mesmerized by the talents of Dwayne Johnson.
Dude, I don't give a shit if it like gets 100% on.
And Kevin Hart.
I am not going to the theater just for that.
Yeah. Maybe I'll watch it when it's on HBO Max.
Marvel, the year of the Super Pets release. Oh, I'm gonna watch this like 5 times.
How dare you?
You child.
Goes to the theater, spends $50 all 5 times.
It came on.
Gotta see
Super Pets.
That was so good.
Marvel, you're gonna do it. You're gonna eat your words.
All right, no, you go see it 5 times and then go play the video game tie-in that they're doing for it.
Oh,
you go play the video game tie-in.
These roasts are on fire right now.
Unlike Marvel's social life.
That's not true. Hey, he's
you know what else is on fire?
What?
His laptop.
Okay,
I'd like to announce that AJ is no.
Yeah, we're announcing his departure from the Speaking Nerd podcast tonight.
I don't depart.
But
no.
Yeah, I hope it did.
I only embark.
I hope DC fandom is just, I just hope we get a better show next year, because because there was just way too much in between fluff. Like the guy who plays the spear guy, I can't remember his name for the life of me.
You talking about Javelin?
Javelin, yeah.
Oh shit!
You don't know what a javelin is?
I know. I just
the spear guy.
Have you never played track and field?
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
guy.
like
Bunch of nerds.
No, but that he just got, like, him specifically. He got way too much time on. Like, I get it. Like,
Well,
maybe like,
he was just annoying. Like, was I the only one who found him like extremely irritating?
Yeah.
His
like
voice his voice was irritating me extremely.
Well, what got me is that, like, after he left, he showed up again. I was like, this we really did need this. And when he left, he came back a third time, and I'm just like, come on, guys. He's not that funny.
He's not funny at all. He's not funny at all. Let's face that right now. He's not funny at all.
Yeah. So, but yeah, wish the kind of structure of the show was just a little bit better. But a lot of the announcements were really fun to see. Even if
I think this is, they're just trying to get their foothold. So the show kind of suffered for that, but I think it's going to be even better next year.
Yeah.
One small step for
anything
DC.
Anything else to say?
Big leap for DC.
No, I don't.
I mean, it's just fun stuff. It's good. It's good to be a DC fan.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
It's good to be a Batman fan too. Really good to be a Batman fan.
Yeah, just because Batman's been shoved down our throat.
As always.
Okay, so I just, before we do our outros and whatever, I do want to talk about what's going to happen with the podcast as of right now.
What's going to happen to you? Boom,
well,
boom.
I'm getting really close to getting a laptop, and I kind of want to wait until then before we do another episode, and just kind of is like, there is some stuff.
Isn't this 49?
No, this is 50. This is episode 50.
This was 50?
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry, that's a little depressing.
It's not what I had planned, but it actually did. It actually was super fitting for.
Okay.
But yeah, I do want to go back on our sort of hiatus that we did for 3 months, and I don't think it'll be as long, but.
And Ultra wasn't on the last episode. How fitting. How fitting.
Well, I mean,
just an incredible thing.
Plans changed, unfortunately, and he just couldn't make it. But
yeah, he's dead. He didn't make it.
But depending on how long we're gone, I do have some episodes planned for when we get back. Because we did last year, we did a best and worst of, which I kind of want to make into a yearly tradition. I think that would be really fun. Just kind of
tradition.
Just kind of just going over some stuff that happened throughout the year, and also maybe do a holiday episode if we get to
we are definitely not a holiday episode, a Christmas episode.
Which I mean, I have a topic ready for that, so but I am looking forward to the next bunch of episodes, because before we know it, we'll be on episode 75, which is crazy to me.
That's insane that we lasted this long.
I know, and it's been over a year and we've done so much in that time, and like I said in the beginning, we've grown a lot as during
I
that
hope
time.
so.
And I mean, I can't wait to see what this next year has for us. So but this was actually a really fun episode of the podcast, and like I said, it's super fitting for our our special episode types, our milestone episodes. So
Milestone episode.
But until next time, we'll you can find us everywhere, like on our social medias and stuff. Swifty, how about you take it away with closing remarks? So,
well, guys, why don't you let us know in the comments what you guys thought of DC Fandom? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Were you kind of lukewarm about it? What do you think about the announcements? And obviously, if you ever want to talk to any of us about your thoughts off of YouTube, just hop on Twitter and talk to us on there, because most of us are always there.
If you hate us, if you love us, tweet at us.
Yeah, and
hopefully if you love us. But
if you want to be a bunch of yes queens, then you can hop on Twitter. If you want to be a bunch of no queens and no kangs, then just stick to YouTube, babe. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed this episode. It was a milestone for us, episode 50. We've been waiting to do this episode for a while.
Yeah,
I've
never gotten to a 50-something ever.
Hey, man, 50 seconds, 50 episodes, it's all relative.
It's all relative.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed episode 50 of our discussion on DC Fandom. Sucks Alter couldn't be here, but next episode he'll hopefully be back. But yeah, guys, thank you all for watching.
It's been a good 50 episode run so far.
It has,
and
we'll have more to come.
It's been nice. It's been nice to consistently do it. And I mean, just
and if we don't talk to you guys before then, have a happy Halloween as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a spooky, creepy, happy Halloween.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching.
And take care of yourselves.
And stay nerdy.
You got that right.
Yes, King. Okay. Queen.
Happy Halloween and Merry Christmas. I don't know. Good night.